Hi guys, I'm here today to address something quite distressing to me. I don't like to place judgments on things. I try not to. Just learning my lesson from the Twin Flame journey. But I've been getting a lot of questions about this, and these are questions from people who aren't even on the Twin Flame journey necessarily, people in like my real life who aren't even on this, but they know what I do just by, they know the term Twin Flames from me. And, they're like, oh, have you seen Escaping Twin Flames on Amazon? And then now it's on Netflix. And, it's really disturbing that is, how people now in the more mainstream are hearing about Twin Flames, knowing about Twin Flames. Everything happens for a reason. I know that for a fact. So, I'm not here to really judge that. At least it is getting more awareness to the fact that there are twin flames that exist, that is a thing. But I wanted to address the whole Escaping Twin Flames documentary, I guess, or story that they're telling there. By first of all reminding you that the Twin Flame journey is about one thing, and that's love of self, love of yourself being your soul, because that's who you are. You're not your body, you're not your mind, you're not what you look like, your personality, anything like that. You are your soul. And your twin flame is also your soul. So by extension, yes, that's how your twin flame is part of this journey as well. But it's about that energetic being that you are of your soul. Your soul is love energy, which is the most powerful energy that exists. Your soul is also not of this 3D physical realm, only when it is embodied in your physical body, in the physical body of your twin flame, is it here. All other times before your very first lifetime, and then again, and all lifetimes in between, and even during your lifetime, most of it still, and even after you reach ascension, then that's your final lifetime. It's in 5D, the fifth dimension. Okay, this is important because the different dimensions have different energetic paradigms. The third dimension has one of duality and opposites. All duality, all opposition is fear-based energy. Fear-based energy doesn't necessarily mean that you're scared or fearful or have anxiety or panic or anything like that, although, yes, that is included in it. Fear-based energy is an all-inclusive term to include any kind of energy that has an opposite to it. So when you feel the lowest of lows, like if you're on the twin flame journey now, you very well familiar with, you know that you can, there's a higher than that. There's a level, you can come from low to high. So that right there is duality, low and high, opposites, right? So same thing, vice versa. You feel as high as you could ever feel, which if you're on the twin flame journey, you also have experienced, you can drop to the lowest low. That high and low, any feelings of high and low are fear-based energy, right? No matter how you would describe or define those feelings. So this is why your soul incarnates here. Well, when it incarnates here, it has to assimilate and make two of those opposites of itself. In energetic terms, the opposites are called polarities. That's why there's twin flames. One polarity of the soul is in one physical body. The other polarity of the soul is in the physical body of the twin flame. And those two physical bodies are twin flames, right? The twin flame journey is about love of self. Like I said, loving yourself as a soul. Everyone has it as a twin flame. Majority of people, obviously, if you know anyone in like real life, like in my real life, are not experiencing a twin flame journey yet. They will. It's the rite of passage for everyone to eventually reach ascension, which is the whole ultimate destiny of every single soul who incarnates into every single one of their lifetimes, is eventually to reach ascension. Okay? The twin flame journey is a part of that spiritual ascension process. This is a beautiful process. And I know when you're in, in the despair of the twin flame journey on your knees, it doesn't feel that way. But the reason you have to go through so much pain before you can experience the beauty and the miraculousness of this is because it has to wake you up. If you weren't feeling so much more intense feelings regarding your twin flame and twin flame journey, and more intense feelings than you felt with anyone else that you relate with, then you just think it's like any other normal, quote unquote normal physical relationship, and you just continue on and not pay any attention to it, right? You move on, get over it, whatever. Obviously with the twin flame journey, that can't happen because your soul needs to get your attention here, because the whole ultimate reason and destination of this journey, like I said, is love of self. And the whole destination of this journey is the journey itself. And by that, I mean the journey of loving yourself. And that happens through a process. So the whole point of you even having the highest of highs with your twin flame and now the lowest of lows, the whole point for your twin flame to even, for you to even wake up to the fact that you're twin flames through soul recognition on your twin flame journey, the whole fact that twin flames even exist, it is eventually for you to learn the process of self-love, of loving yourself. And it's not the fear-based normal definition of self-love that we've been told and ingrained for generations of what love is and all of that. That's not what it is. Love is an energy. It is your soul. It's your soul's energy. That's why, love does conquer all. That's why love is the most powerful energy that exists. That's why your soul is the most powerful energy that exists. So you are the most powerful being that exists. Okay? And if you're on the bottom, feeling on the bottom on the floor like I was for 6 months because of this journey, you do not feel that way. I know that. You feel disempowered. But this process of self-love that you're meant to learn for this journey, and that's the only reason you're even going through all this, is to learn this process, is going to empower you. It empowers you. The more you, because what it does is it enables you to see your fear-based energy, the fear-based energy within yourself, and to alchemize it, which transmutes it into love energy. What that basically means is any fear-based energy within you, as you do that, it gets basically swallowed up by your soul. So you become less fearful in terms of energy and more in love, which is your soul. And that means you become more aligned with your soul. And therefore, you're more aligned with your twin flame because your twin flame is your soul, right? So that is what this journey is about. It's not about, and let's talk about love, actually. Love, what does it mean? It's acceptance without judgment. So if you love yourself, you accept yourself without judgment. That means all parts of yourself. And that it means, of course, including your twin flame, who is yourself as well. But when you accept all parts of yourself, you don't want to change anything. You don't change yourself because you're already perfect. You're the most powerful being, remember. You are love. And so anyone, if you're on this journey, who tells you you need to change anything physically, even, emotionally, like heal anything or transform. And it's like, that word transformation loves to be, bandied about in spiritual circles and, self-help circles and whatever. But this is not a journey of transformation. Don't let anyone ever tell you that. You're not changing anything. You're not transforming yourself. What you're doing actually is rediscovering yourself. Because remember, before you came here into this lifetime, and even upon most of you now, you are this being, you are your soul. And you know yourself. It's just once you're here in physical form, when you are in fear-based energy, because this is the only place fear-based energy exists, it takes your focus and can only exist and focus on the physicality of everything, on the physical world, on your outer world. But really, your true self is within. And you know that before you incarnate into every lifetime. You just have to remember it and rediscover it. And that is the process of love of self, of loving yourself. And so please, whatever you do, if you take anything from this video and you're on this journey, don't fall for any bullshit that you need to change yourself. or you need to heal yourself, like something's wrong with you, or you're broken. You might feel that way, but you're not. You're absolutely 100% perfect. There's nothing to change, and you can't change your real self anyway. Your soul can't change. Yes, your physical self can change, but your soul can't. And this journey isn't about the physical part of you, right? I don't care what your twin flame is. If your twin flame is the same sex as you, that doesn't mean you have to change your anatomy to be with that twin flame, right? Or you don't have to change the way you act or your personality or the way you think. You don't change. It's not changing. It's just rediscovering. That's a big difference. And so I invite you to please, no matter what you do after watching this video, take that with you. Know that, okay? And another thing, I've said many times, and I hope you take this with you too, that this journey, because so many people, everyone on this journey actually is in fear-based energy. Well, everyone in the world is, but on this journey obviously becomes exacerbated. You're meant to see it. So fear-based energy is addictive. It tries to feed and grow bigger, like all energy does, but it does that by hooking into trying to consume as much information as it can, and trying to try as many things and do as many things as it can do. And, if you're on this journey, you know what I'm talking about. Watching tarot card readings on YouTube, or going to psychics and going to therapists and talking about it in Facebook groups and all this other stuff. All that's doing is building up this fear-based energy. And the fear-based energy, remember, it's duality and opposites. And one of those opposites, one side of that is you, part of your soul, and the other side of it is your twin flame, the physical form of your twin flame. With it, you embody the two opposite polarities of your soul while your soul is incarnated here in the 3D. Yes, everyone has and is a twin flame. Not everyone has had what's called soul recognition, when the soul recognizes itself within the physical body of each twin flame. When that happens, the two polarities become, they've since been dormant, they wake up, they become activated. And at first they bring the two physical bodies together, they're drawn together like the strongest magnets. But it builds up, and within like 6 weeks, it goes into a push-pull effect. And if you're watching this, most likely the push, because the pull can't even focus on anything like this right now, because this energy also controls your mind, where you can only seem to focus on this journey, on the twin flame. The twin flame, the pull, can focus anywhere but on you and on this journey, right? Thus the ghosting, thus the coming and going. But you learn how to apply the process of loving yourself. It stops that push and that pull. Think about it this way. Your twin flame, you're in the ocean, and your twin flame is on the shore trying to get to you, but you're out past the break. So the waves are breaking and keeping your twin flame from getting to you. You learn the process of loving yourself. It actually calms those waters. It stops the wave. It stops the pushing of your twin flame and allows your two physical bodies to come together again. Maintain that, and they won't leave your side, right? It's just that. It is just that simple. It's just energy. It's basic physics. And so, that's what this journey is about. But in order to do that process, you have to get real with yourself. And, you have to see and understand and realize that your energy, when it's feeding, is going to make the waves even bigger and stronger. And so it's going to make it even more challenging for your twin flame to ever come together physically. And remember, it feeds by gathering as much information as possible. So I'm here to, tell you to please be aware of that. Don't feed it anymore. Don't go searching for more information. Please stay away from anyone who uses psychic tools, tarot card readings, anything having to do with this journey. Do they have their place? Yes, but with other people in you, other energies. Anyone who's truly psychic reads energy. You and your twin flame are the exact same energy. So what are they reading? They're just reading you, and you know already how you feel, and you know already your energy. And so they're not going to be able to tell you anything that you don't already aren't within yourself. If they do, then they're full of shit, because they're not really psychic. So I'm telling you right now what's going on with you and your twin flame. Your energy's pushing, theirs is pulling away. What you need to do is stop the push energy. That's it. It doesn't matter. Whatever your twin flame is doing in the physical world, whatever anyone else is doing, saying, thinking, feeling, what your twin flame is doing, saying, thinking, feeling, it's all bullshit. It's all temporary. Your twin flame is just being affected by this energy just like you are. They have no idea they are. Just like you don't know until you come on this journey and hopefully see our videos. But that's what's going on. So you have all the power. You stop your push energy from pushing out through this process of loving yourself. It stops your twin flame's pull, because the law of polarity, you need opposites. You need a push to have a pull. You take away the push, it takes away the pull. It neutralizes. Then this push-pull is no longer in effect, and the two physical bodies using your twin flames can come together again, right? That's how it works. So be wary of people, trying to say they, psychically can tell what your twin flame's doing. Tarot cards about twin flames or divine masculine, divine feminine, that's all just words and jargon and bullshit that has nothing to do with anything really progressing along this journey or loving yourself. Focusing on the outside and the physical is taking your focus off of yourself. And when you love someone, you have your focus on them, right? So you want to keep your focus on yourself. And again, please, I've said this numerous times, and this escaping twin flames brings it out again, that a couple who claims to be twin flames publicly are not on the twin flame journey. You can't be that way, because the energies, the push-pull will go back into effect, and then they won't be able to physically be together anymore, right? And if you're on this journey, you know what happens when the push-pull goes into effect. One's gone, your twin flame's gone, and you're there in devastation. So anyone who's claiming as a twin flame couple that they're twin flames and they're on the journey and they're helping people along the journey, I'm sorry to say, are full of shit. That's not what's going on. Maybe it's wishful thinking on their part. I'm not saying they're doing it maliciously. Maybe they believe they are, but they're not. And the thing is, why would you want to listen to what people are saying like that, who aren't where you were and are having experienced what you've experienced and aren't where you want to be? If you want to be with your twin flame, you want to make sure you get information from people who are actually on the journey and who are actually with their twin flame. And it's not with their twin flame in front of you, because that can't happen. If you notice, I've been doing this for the better part of a decade. You've never once seen my twin flame here. Why is that? People ask me, why doesn't your twin flame show up on videos with you? Well, that's why. Because I learned from the pioneer of all twin flame stuff, my mentor and teacher, Leora, worked with her for years. And her one thing was always like, and I never saw her twin flame either, even though she lived with him, never saw him, never heard of him. She didn't talk about him. And she's like, you don't talk about your twin flame. She's like, that's the only, she never had a rule. It's not really rules, but it was like the biggest guidance she could give me. Do not discuss your twin flame or twin flame journey with anyone. Because why? It builds up that push energy. Then the waves will start pushing them away again, right? So that's why. So anyone you see that is a couple claiming to be twin flames, claiming to coach twin flames, claiming to be on the twin flame journey, run the other way. So, just to be blunt, you do not want that. You want to be with someone who actually can maintain a relationship with their twin flame, who, has actually been where you are. Listen to what, just listen to their stories. Be discerning. Discernment is part of power. Discernment is actually part of love. Love is not a pushover, wishy-washy, placating thing, although the fear-based definition of love says it is. Love is tough. Love is the most powerful energy that exists. Stand in your power. Be discerning. You deserve the best. You deserve the truth. You deserve everything that you want and you desire. It's yours. It's just there. You just have to stand up and be like, hell yes, fuck yes, this is mine. I'm claiming this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get it, right? But you don't really need to do anything. You just need to learn the process of loving yourself. And it's really a simple process. It's just energy, and it's just basic physics, really. And so, I mean, I wanted to really share this with you guys, because some of these things tie into that whole Twin Flames, documentary, and it's just really, it's really disturbing that, that's what the mainstream is now learning about Twin Flames. Of course, media loves drama. They love bullshit. I mean, that's all. Without fear-based energy, they wouldn't even exist. That's why you hear more bad news ever than any good news, because the bad news gets people's fear going, right? And, it's just, and they know it's addictive. Advertisers know it. Everyone who knows that fear, they play on people's fear because it's addicting. It's addicted. And that gets them addicted to watching their news programs or reading their posts or whatever, right? So be very mindful of that. Be aware. Be conscious. And, love yourself. And again, it's not the fear-based definition of love. Like, go to a spa. That's great. I mean, I love spas. But, really, really just focus on yourself is what it is. And learning the process of alchemizing your fear-based energy into love energy, which is into your soul. And even the little tiniest incremental shifts will make huge differences in your outer world, in all aspects of your life. Raise them to like new heights that are unimaginable to you, inconceivable right now. But also regarding you and your twin flames' physical relating experience. So, that's just what I wanted to say. Consider this a PSA, a public service announcement. And we're here for you. We are. So definitely reach out to us. Hit us up if you have any other questions about this, about what the process of loving yourself would look like for you. It is a process. I do want to stress that. This isn't, again, there's no end game here. There's no goal of, once I'm with my twin flame, then that's it, we're done. No, thinking like that, push-pull will go right back into effect, and your twin flame will leave again, and you'll be right back here. You'll be right back here because you can't go backwards, but you'll feel like you're right back here again, right? So you want to, you really want to just be honest with yourself. Give yourself the best. Take care of yourself. If you're going to splurge anywhere, it's not on this journey. If you're going to be lazy, sloppy, whatever, that's your right and that's awesome. Do it. I love to be lazy. If you want to scrimp and save or budget or, whatever, spend money elsewhere, don't do it. Invest in yourself. It's the best investment you can ever make. Every billionaire will tell you that. Invest in yourself before anything else. It comes from in here first. And then once you do that, everything will just come to you that you desire in the physical world, including your twin flame. Okay? So please, if you've watched that Escaping Twin Flames thing, please don't be disheartened by that. Don't let that stop you from thinking that, people are out to get, or don't let this stop you from thinking you're not valid, that you're not on this journey for a very important reason, which transcends anything in this physical world. And, don't let that stop you from trusting those of us that are truly out here helping and wanting to help you. And, that's my mission. And I've helped thousands of students already, and myself. And, I invite you to talk for free with one of our coaches, clarity coaches, to see how you can apply this process to your own situation and journey. And we'll work with you to allow that to happen. Okay? So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. And I hope this helped clarify something about, you know, what any, I don't know, doubts or fears, other fears that may have come up regarding that documentary if you happen to watch it. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly don't recommend it. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Honestly, it's about people who aren't even twin flames, who they're not even helping people that are already on the twin flame journey. From what I could tell, it was like they're saying you can attract your twin flame and they'll find your twin flame for you from the beginning. But I mean, obviously everyone already knows their twin flames in the world. Billions of people are already married to their twin flames. It's just they just have not yet embarked on the journey. Their soul has not yet had soul recognition. It will. Everyone will. Like I said, it's the rite of passage. And our whole ultimate destiny of every single soul is to finally reach spiritual ascension. Most likely not in this lifetime for any of us, but maybe in the next or the next. But the twin flame journey is definitely the starting point of that spiritual ascension path. So it is beautiful. Everything you desire, I promise you, is on the other side of just this fear that you're in right now. And it's a simple process to get yourself up, to soar to greater heights than ever in all aspects of your life, and to have a loving relationship with your twin flame that you desire. Your twin flame loves you. Your twin flame desires to be with you the same way as you do that. They just simply cannot get there because of the waves pushing it. Let's calm the ocean. Click the link below this video to speak with one of our amazing clarity coaches. And thanks for watching, and lots of love.